But I think MVP. Now, I'm going to look at this the way I did with Michael Jordan. Now, she's not the Michael Jordan of her sport as far as athleticism, playing, dominating. It's a phenomenon. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon. And if I said to any of these people who think Caitlin Clark is not the Rookie of the Year, I'd say, who would you want to start your franchise with?
Hello, sports enthusiasts. Welcome to another engaging episode of Beyond the Game, where we dive into the most compelling stories and moments in the sports world. I'm your host, and today's lineup is a doozy. We're unraveling a headline that's been buzzing across media outlets and sports circles. Angel Reese goes wild after being humiliated by experts, and Caitlin Clark just shocked the WNBA. Intrigued? You should be. Let's dive into this headline, starting with the fiery Angel Reese. The LSU standout has been at the center of a storm recently, and not the kind of storm you want to be caught in. It all began with some harsh critiques from sports experts. Let's unpack the situation. Angel Reese is known for her electrifying performances on the court, but not all of the attention she's been receiving lately has been positive. Recently, several sports analysts and commentators have taken aim at her game, citing various weaknesses and areas for improvement. These critiques have been particularly pointed, focusing on aspects of her performance that they believe are holding her back.
Angel, your actions are starting to speak so loud, we can't hear what you're telling us.
Kennedy Carter hip checking her, I would have ejected her from the game.
And when Angel Reese comes out and says she ain't the only one everybody's watching, they're watching me too, they're watching others.
Whether it's her shooting accuracy, defensive play, or even her decision-making during high-pressure moments, experts have been vocal about what they see as shortcomings in her game.
But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about people who have come to address her feelings about rival Indiana Fever's Caitlin Clark and the Fever's fan base. But she is young. She's only 22. And the reality is the scrutiny that she's been subjected to is inexcusable.
For an athlete who thrives on confidence and aggression, such public criticism can be particularly tough. Now, if you're in the spotlight and under a microscope, you're bound to have a reaction, right? Angel Reese didn't take these critiques lying down. Instead, she took to social media, where many athletes have found their voice in the digital age, to respond. Let's take a look at some of her notable responses.
I just try to stand strong. I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. And I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and not be there for them. So I just want them to always just know I'm still human. All this has happened since I won the national championship, and I said the other day I haven't had peace since then. And it sucks, but I still wouldn't change. I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say I'm unapologetically me. I'm gonna always leave that mark and be who I am and stand on that. And hopefully the little girls that look up to me, and hopefully I give them some type of inspiration that.
As you can see, Reese didn't hold back. Her tweets ranged from witty comebacks to passionate retorts. One tweet in particular read, "Critics don't play the game. They don't know the hustle it takes. Watch me turn this into motivation." It's clear she's using this feedback, however harsh, as fuel to push herself harder. Angel's response is a classic example of how athletes use criticism as a motivator. It's a psychological strategy where negative feedback is reframed into a positive force. By addressing the criticism head-on, she's not just defending herself, she's also setting up a narrative where she can prove her detractors wrong. Great insight there. Criticism, while tough to handle, can indeed be a powerful motivator. Angel Reese's ability to channel her frustration into determination could be a game changer. But let's not forget about the other side of our headline, Caitlin Clark and her sensational impact on the WNBA. Caitlin Clark has been dazzling fans and analysts alike with her incredible performances. For those who might be new to her story, Clark is a star player who's made a significant impact since joining the WNBA. Her skills on the court are nothing short of spectacular. Clark's recent games have been a masterclass in basketball excellence. She's been showcasing her versatility scoring from all positions, facilitating plays, and exhibiting a defensive prowess that's rare in such a young player. In her latest game, she led her team with a near triple-double performance, and it was clear she was operating on another level. Caitlin Clark isn't just racking up points and assists, she's redefining expectations for young players in the WNBA. Her performance has shocked many, including seasoned experts who didn't anticipate such a rapid rise. It's not just her stats that are impressive, but
what's going on, Rob? Can you play a clip? So here's what happened. I want to give you some stats here, folks, for you to realize. So Caitlin Clark is on display. Rob, if you go on Twitter, it's even better because she's commenting on it. Just go to my Twitter account. And if you go to the Twitter account and go below, there's a video. Angel Reese is playing against Caitlin Clark, okay? They have this big game going on. Neither one of them are the best teams in the league, but she gets fouled, Caitlin Clark does. And this is how Angel Reese, who she became a champion, by the way, in college. I think she won the championship. Caitlin Clark in the championship.
Exactly, 2 years ago.
However, for whatever reason, the audience likes watching Caitlin more because she's more exciting than Angel. But
also her leadership on and off the court. Inspiring indeed. Caitlin Clark's influence extends beyond just her impressive numbers. She's becoming a beacon for what's possible in women's basketball. The impact she's having is palpable, and it's no wonder that she's catching the eyes of fans and critics alike. So, when we look at the juxtaposition of Angel Reese's fiery response to criticism and Caitlin Clark's stunning rise in the WNBA, we see two sides of the same coin. Both athletes are pushing boundaries in their own ways, Reese by overcoming adversity and Clark by setting new benchmarks of excellence. To wrap things up, let's take a moment to explore how fans are reacting to these unfolding stories. We've gathered some of the most interesting and humorous fan reactions from social media and sports forums. The reactions are as varied as they are entertaining. From witty memes to impassioned debates, the sports community is buzzing with opinions. And it's always fascinating to see how different people interpret these stories, whether they're rallying behind Reese or celebrating Clark's achievements. Thanks for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed the deep dive into these captivating stories. Be sure to tune in next time for more in-depth analysis and behind-the-scenes insights from the sports universe. Until then, keep your game face on, and remember, in sports, every challenge is an opportunity